Yo, what's happening? We're gonna do some coffee this morning. I thought I would just take you here into my kitchen and we're gonna be cooking literally. Well, kind of. We got like a Chemex thing that we got here. I got my tea kettle stuff and we're gonna be making some real serious coffee here. For those who don't know, I'm a huge coffee enthusiast and I love coffee from Say Coffee. And this is pretty much what I'm working with here. This is my first time actually doing a stream that's actually out of my bedroom. Normally you're probably seeing me like in the room and stuff, but this is a little tour of kind of my kitchen area. And I thought we'd just kind of hang out because a lot of people are talking about ChatGPT and GPT-5, it sucks. And I think let's just have a conversation about it because I feel like y'all need to be engineers right now and just start prompting like crazy, you know what I mean? Y'all can't be doing actual cooking. Exactly. Rahul, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I have a Chemex, but also a Mocha Master. Oh, dude, Chemex is so good. So I go with this company called Say, and they do light roast coffee. And the coffees are absolutely cracked because of the light roasting. They're from Brooklyn, by the way. And I like to get my roast super, like very, very close to, you know, whenever it was farmed and like roasted and all that stuff. And then within a couple weeks of it being roasted, I pretty much drink it. It's like the best thing ever. So I don't know. I kind of like doing these types of non-coding streams too, because I feel like I live a normal life, but you can ask me questions. This is more chill. I like this vibe too. You know, it doesn't always have to be like coding in front of a screen, because I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of exhausted listening to all these different content creators who literally just are just shilling the same shit over and over again. I know I might get demonetized for the stream. I don't care. This might just turn into like a members only stream because I want to get real with y'all. So yeah, I have a Chemex. Yo, Pratik, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. You're a real one right now. GPT-5 rocks for me. I don't know about that, people. Okay, Vibe Caffeine. Yeah. So I don't know. For me, right now, GPT-5, I think what people are overlooking is just that they're like, okay, there's a spectrum of people, and I feel like maybe that we have to talk about that too. So the spectrum that I'm seeing right now is like, there are people who just code a lot with just agentic coding, like blindfold on and just go all the way. And to be honest, like, I'm kind of like peeling back a little bit more. I've done this for a while and I realized that while it generates code, while it gets me to ship features, like the more my app is in production and the more bugs I keep hitting, the more I like keep going back to my software discipline, you know, like, okay, I have to test, I have to get these basic things out. It's so tempting to want to add more features, but I'm also adding like more technical debt the further down the rabbit hole I go. And I think GPT-5 right now is just sort of allowing me to bring it back a little bit and then just walk through the code again and start removing pieces. And as an engineer with some experience, I'm basically looking at it and saying, okay, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just YOLO'd this specific agentic feature and it's pretty messy right now, because now that I'm trying to build more stuff on top of it, so in my example with Ray Transcribes, I literally launched a feature to do like history and going through all of your existing stuff, but I was trying to get super cute and say, I want to have stuff running in parallel. I want to, if the browser closes, I want to do like background, like threaded tasks. I literally was just trying to turn the browser into an iOS app, which is kind of where I come from, you know what I mean? It's like, well, the browser should be able to do this. Why can't it do this? Like, I'm an engineer, right? AI's coding for me. It's like so fire right now, right? And it's like, that's not what's happening, actually. I actually started looking at the code and it was nasty. I'm like, oh. And so here's the worst part though. When I was using Claude's Opus, let me just kind of get the air out of the coffee real quick. When I was using Claude Opus, I'm realizing how much stuff is in there. Like stuff I didn't want to touch for a while because I just said I had too much technical debt and I just need to ship the feature. And at the expense of my users, I basically shipped the feature, and like I guess it gets worse. I'm so happy I only have like 10 users right now, or 15 users that are actively using the app, because like like 8 of them hit me up like, yo, this is stuck. I'm like, oh snap, this is not good. And so GPT-5 has been really fun because, especially inside of Cursor right now, I don't know if it's because it's free or whatever, but I'm able to just kind of step through the code and walk through it a lot faster. And where Sonnet is just telling me that like, no, everything's right. It's implemented just the way you asked for. Like, here's all these plan documents that I have. It's reviewing them. It's like, everything looks right. I'm like, bro, I know it's not right. Why am I stuck here? You know? And it's like, oh, you're absolutely right. I'm like, stop right now, you know? So I don't know. That's kind of my like super recent take on why I've been like sort of peeling back, but I've been wanting to go online and want to talk to you a little bit about it. And I thought, why don't we just talk about it over coffee and stuff? Because I feel like this is that type of weekend, just to chill right now. So 5 worked for me in Cursor. Man, you can't prepare a decent coffee and talk AI, bro. GPT-5 is working fine for me, better than Sonnet 4, cheap too. Oh yeah. Had to rework a couple of times. Yeah, I think, I don't know, like low key, I feel like, not that I'm getting burnt out, but like, I'm at this phase right now where I really want to just hone in on the discipline of software engineering again, and just kind of peel it back a little bit, right? Kind of treat my AI agents and everything more as like I'll call you in, bro. Like, I don't need a deep bench of agents like in software. Once I had like 3 people on a project, once I started adding that 4th one in, bro, like stuff got hairy fast. And unless they were cracked, like, I don't want you in my team right now. Like, I'm cool with like 2 other people. Like, you got the front end, this boy got the back end. We're over here like cooking. I got a UX guy just chilling, and like, you know, we would churn out features. And that's kind of the way I want to treat my AI agents. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like too many people are trying to like delegate stuff that they don't really know about, and it produces more code. But the true craftsman, like the true like engineering feat is actually like being the person to be like, no, that's not going in. This is going in. Oh, there's a nugget over here. Show me more. Like, let's just explore that real quick. That's the craftsman level that you kind of get just by doing it a lot of times. Let me get this started real quick. It's a lot of noise right now when it's actually grinding the beans, and I'm trying to talk to my microphone like this, but I don't know how good the noise canceling is. It's probably not really that good, right? Okay. We're good. The hardest part is over. Okay. So I got to get this coffee up in here. So yeah, we're going to eventually get some coffee out of this. And let me kind of get this going. So yeah, I appreciate everyone just kind of stopping by. This is really just going to be a chill stream. And to your surprise, actually, we're going to be doing some coding in about an hour and a half. I have our team who's actually working on that Next.js template, who published it. He's the one I actually use that template from. So he, Convex, Clerk, Stripe. I have a video, a couple live streams on it, on getting that configured. I think it's called Speedrun or something. If you ever check that out. But basically, in like 10 minutes, you can get yourself a SaaS, like with that template for free, right? That's some just absolute bonker stuff. So definitely check it out. It's really cool. But he's going to be coming on the show in about an hour and a half from now. And we're going to be cooking some like real apps for real. So yeah, just basically just get the water washed through the filter so we can get this stuff out. But let's see real quick. All right, so this little brush, get some of the stuff in here. Oh, this is cracked. Oh, if you have fresh coffee grounds like this, oh, whew, so good. Yo, let's go. All right, cool. Okay, cool. We got this, fam. So yeah, this is probably my favorite thing to do in the morning, is just get this like Chemex coffee thing going, because it's so freaking good. There's also something about like making your own coffee, which is so fire, because you can really dial it in. And Chemex to me is the best way to do that. I totally forgot to put this back on. I'm pretty sure the water temperature is back down. So I'm gonna get the water temperature to 205 degrees on my actual kettle. And right now it's 175. So I'm gonna wait for that to warm up a little bit. And then getting distracted, but it's okay. Y'all are worth it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So Hey Ray, it's 5 p.m. here in the other side of the world. Oh, what's up, man? I love 5 and Cursor, but dealing with OpenAI directly, purchase credits is a nightmare. Their support is basically a ghost. Wow. I don't know what that's all about. What is a Chemex? A Chemex coffee is basically a way of brewing coffee that is filtered coffee. So there's a couple ways of brewing coffee. You can do it through pressure, you can do it through filtering. And so you basically just pour the hot water in, and it basically does this drip coffee process. And there's a filter, there's like a, you can see the filter's kind of bent, it's like a little square thing. And with this type of filter, like it's basically one piece of paper that's like folded, and then you basically have 3 of them on one side and 1 on the other, and you place it into the little beaker. And so what it basically does is you have like this nice filtered coffee. You don't have like, it's like super clean tasting. And this is what I realized. Coffee is not supposed to taste bitter. It's not supposed to taste horrible and black. It actually is supposed to taste kind of smooth. And like you can taste flavors of like the actual beans, where they come from, right? The beans actually are part, like there's a fruit on the outside that they peel off, right? And they wash away, and then they eventually roast. You can get them some of that flavors of that fruit through this process, right? So it's, to me, it's just like the best way to actually experience coffee in this game. So we're at 205, and so let me just show you real quick. Part of the joys of live streaming is that I have I had to get my laptop out here so that y'all can see this. This top view is about to be fire. I don't think anyone's really doing this type of stuff. Okay, I don't want to lose my camera either. Sheesh. Okay, so check this out. Let me show you real quick. So this is the brewing process. This type of thing you'll see is going to be really cool. So it's going to do, I got to get this to about 42. So it's 42 grams of coffee, so I just double it, so 84. Basically enough to get this little bloom cycle going. I gotta hit the timer, I forgot to hit timer for start. And so this just tenderly blooms. You'll see it kind of puff up. Basically all the gas from the, that's trapped inside during when it's roasted, the gas will keep releasing throughout its life cycle. The fresher the coffee is, the bigger the bloom you'll see. As it ages, you'll actually get less of that bloom. And then right around this time, you just kind of like usually 15 to 30 seconds. I like to wait 30 seconds or more, depending on how much is in there. And then I pour about like 70% in. And so I'm gonna make 700 milliliters. So what's cool about the gram scale stuff is the fact that like 700 grams will equal about 700 milliliters of water, like kind of a cool hack. Those Europeans kind of really figured that whole thing out. And us Americans are kind of backwards, but whatever. Like, I'm an American. Oh man, this is so funny. But yeah, this is kind of where we just kind of hang out for a little bit, because in that first part, it's gonna take its time to settle and do its things there. And yo, we chilling. I'm loving this thing. This is really fun. Yeah, this is kind of my experiment, by the way. I want to eventually try to like do more on the go stuff, like talk with you like this in San Francisco, or just chilling wherever I pull up. So that'd be really fire. Sorry, I had to vent about it. Oh yeah. Hi, love from India. Oh, India in the building. Let's go. I wonder why OpenAI doesn't use their own CLI. They do. Oh, in the presentation, preferred to curse. So if you've ever worked with keynotes, by the way, like there's so much that gets proposed at the beginning, like for like a big keynote for something like that, that they have to take stuff out, and they do these runs for like weeks, right? So they'll rehearse over and over and over again, and they'll be like, no, we gotta take that out, we gotta take that out. And then people are fighting, like literally executives are fighting, because that's their project, right? So there's probably like a lot of fighting about like who's going to be on stage for how long and all that stuff, and what that features is. And so, you know, I'm pretty sure that was probably very insignificant to like the bigger story, which was like the cancer, the health thing, the other things. Like, to me, the keynote felt more towards normal people, not to like, developers were one part of the story, but it was really bigger to like the general audience, because GPT-5 was rolling out to the free tier like immediately. So that's kind of why I think they made that decision. Yeah. Oni, how's it going? That's why I hate Starbucks coffee. Yeah, Starbucks coffee is like so overly roasted. It's so wild. So I blew through the GPT-5 credits gives you in a day. Bro, how many did you have to blow through? I'm really curious. 3 comma club, let's go. No K cup, but that's really cool. I do have the Nespresso cups. Yeah, 183 million tokens, bro. You're rich. You rich. Okay, let's go. Okay. I'm curious to see how this coffee tastes because I've been like neglecting it a little bit, but we'll see. So I gotta get. So the first pour is about 420 grams. The second pour is just gonna fill it up all the way to 700, basically. And you can kind of see the drip there. And I'll show you a little bit more what this looks like. Just want to make sure we're good. Okay, we're cooking. Cool. So I'll show you this. We have the coffee that's being dripped down into here. You can kind of see, I like to give it like a good shake just to get some evenness to this. And then you can kind of see some of the coffee in there just dripping down, drip. So that's the setup. Looks super cinematic. Oh man, this is fun. And then what I do, I get the, I have like these cool little glasses. You can see the coffee. It's like the double wall glass. I can't drink anything without these things because one, it keeps your hands like, doesn't matter what the temperature is. And because it's isolated inside, so like there's literally just a vacuum, your hot stuff stays hot or your cold stuff stays cold in there. Like these glasses are the truth. And it's from Bodum? No. Damn, I don't even know what the name of this brand is. Oh, it's Bodum. Yeah, it's Bodum. Yeah. Bodum. You know, I should start putting Amazon links in my stuff. But I love this stuff. I talk about it anyways, whatever. Like, it's so good. It's all I do. So I get these here. Gotta clean up a little bit. So what y'all up to? Are you guys cooking? Are you like ChatGPT fam? Like GPT-5 in Cursor, Cloud Code? What y'all rolling with? You know, right now? I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what's up. Coffee from Sulawesi, must try. You know, I've tried a lot of different regions, by the way. And these are all the ones that I've drank so far. About one of these gets me 6 days worth. So one of those bags. And so I've had some from Ethiopia, Colombia, Kenya, let's see, Ecuador, Kenya, Peru. A lot of cool stuff. And these are like the actual taste cards. So like the color of the, there's actually like a taste wheel that has all these colors. And each of these actually describe, you know, what region, not region, but like what the taste profile is. They also tell you about the processing and the farm, which is really amazing. And because these guys, SEY, they like support like smaller farms and do some really cool stuff in remote regions too. So I'm kind of like all about them. I really like what they do. GPT-5 high fast input with cache rep. Wow, bro. What? Oh, wow. Bro, you're like 3 comma club for real. Oh my goodness, bro. How did you get those stats, by the way? I'm really curious. Is it just from adding it up in the table? Yeah. $201. Nah, I'm good. Currently working on a website for a client, Cursor GPT-5. Okay. Yeah, like, are you like a front end guy? I'm just really curious. I'm testing GPT-5 to create music. Learned something new on Alex's stream yesterday. Ooh, yeah, please share it. That'd be really cool. I'm using it for my business, not coding, but to help plan and create an account. Yeah, I want to try that out for content creation because I've been using Claude Sonnet a lot for content creation. So I'm really curious to see, like, what's the vibe? Is the vibe really chill? And then tomorrow, I'm just going to go on like this, but just be super chill. Like, we might just chill in my living room with my laptop open, and then I'll just stream my screen, right? Because I can still share my screen here. And yeah, I want to do more casual streaming too, where like I'm just chilling in my room or somewhere, and then we're just going to chill and prompt. Because right now, like, I feel like I can't watch any YouTube videos because everyone is doing the same stupid test. I'm going to build a little like game in HTML. Like, bro, you realize the models, like the performance is because it has this agentic loop. And the reason why GPT-5 performs well in like the steerability and all these different things is because you need to actually give it multiple steps. So when you generate one prompt and get one response, it's not going to be good. I think that's the whole point. You have to do these multiple steps. And so where it really shines is inside of Cursor, where you see all of those steps take place. The other place where it shines is in repo prompt, where like you can like feed it a whole bunch of code. You can give it this meta prompting. So meta prompting is a way of like grabbing these prompts and giving it additional instructions for it to follow. So in repo prompt, you can actually say, I want you to be an AI architect. And then I want you to, follow these instructions for myself for this specific task. And then I want you to output it in like a XML format or do these types of things. So that meta prompting is basically chunking out your prompt into these different sections and the arrangement of all that stuff. So in repo prompt, you can actually see that. And so that's basically the biggest cheat code. So I feel like what we have to do with a new model release like this is we got to sit down. We just got to prompt it live. We got to start trying these different meta prompts and then learning to understand like what this model is really going to give us. It's not going to give us that snake game. I mean, it will give us that snake game, but we don't do that type of stuff around here. No, we don't do that. Oh man, I'm so exhausted. I'm like not watching any of these videos anymore. We just gotta stream. I feel like the future is streaming, you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing right now. Coffee should be ready. In Europe, GPT-5 is very slow. Oh, that sucks, man. I hope it gets better. I think it's just the servers. It's on the dashboard. Okay, cool. Both back end and front end. Oh, so you're building like everything. Okay, bro, you're a beast. Same for content. I found my post to GPT and asked it to learn my tone, and it could replicate pretty well. Okay, cool. So I was really worried because of the GPT 4.5 one is actually the one that made me do that. Repo prompts is cheat code for real. Yeah, O3, exactly. There's a prompt, by the way, that somebody has where you can use Claude Code, and then you can give it a sub-agent called GPT-5. And then you can pass the shell variables and saying, whenever you need to do a task that's complicated or involves other things, just use GPT-5 as your sub-agent. And I'll find that on X, and then I might do that this evening and share that with you, because I feel like we need to know about this. It's a post on X that one of the guys, his name is Kirian, and he's from the spiral.computer. Is it Spiral? Something like that. It's like an email type of thing for basically wrapping up your emails into like one newsletter for the day. It's really, really cool product. O3 is a planner, Sonnet as an executor. Yeah. Wait, how's your camera following you? Bro, I thought you knew, bro. I'm an influencer. Like, I got people all over the place. There's like somebody like rubbing my feet right now. There's somebody ironing my socks. There's like the whole thing. No, I'm just playing. This is just the Osmo DJI Pocket 3. So what's cool about it, it's kind of like a cheat code because you can literally just place it in the corner of a room like this. Like I'm placing you over here. And then wherever I'm at. By the way, I do need to pour my actual coffee. So the coffee done stuff is done out. And then gotta give it a little quick stir. So yeah, that's kind of how it's following me. I don't like the speed sometimes it follows, but I want to keep it chill. Let's see. I've been using it to fix bugs, analyze, but it turns out the high fast was, I thought was free for a time. Turns out it's not. Okay. Please expand on this. I thought it was free too, right? I see that free thing. Is it only free to how much money you have in your account and then you pay per use afterwards? Like if you only have $20 for the Pro, is it only free for that? I'm super curious and I'd love to find out more because here we go again with the pricey stuff. Yo. Yeah, because I don't like that. If it's like, for me, when I see free, I just like, I don't know, bro. I stop reading. Like, I just YOLO myself all the way in. Oh, I need to show you this event right now. We're going to have a moment with the coffee, and it's going to be absolute fire right now. You don't want to see what my laptop's doing. All right. We're gonna go in my kitchen sink, and we're only gonna do great things here. All right, cool. Right. Check this out. Hey, I bet you didn't know that you were gonna be in a crazy live like this, right? Yeah, this is wild. Okay. Ooh. Oh my God, so drippy right now. Guys, if you can smell this, smells like bear. Smells like, you know, it's funny, it smells like lemons. Or not lemons, melons. Like really light fruit. Dang. Here's your coffee. Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh my God. Wow. Ooh. Okay. When you drink coffee like this, yeah, there's no going back. There's like, it's impossible to drink anything that's like really dark roasted because the cheat code is actually getting flavor from the coffee like that light melony. Oh, damn. I could feel the cocaine. I mean, I could feel the caffeine. Guys, I'm having a moment right now. Hopefully you are too with your coffee and are enjoying this. All right, and then you can kind of see what's been happening here. Let me turn this around. So we have Chemex here, chilling. We have coffee. We have my things. I gotta clean up this a little bit. This is you guys right there on screen. This is my kitchen, literally. So we're actually really cooking, like literally. But let me catch up on the stream a little bit. Let's see what y'all drinking with. In my kitchen too. Cooking pies with my baby. Okay, so you have a usage limit. I'm not sure if it's the same for everyone, but I did get a usage limit pop-up and it told me to upgrade to the $60 or 200-month plan. Bro, so you got shooken down, right? They shook you down, bro. Yo, we gotta drop some dimes over to Foul Reaper because he's dropping some knowledge right now. Dude. Ray is doing it from the kitchen sink. Bro, that's what we do, bro. That's what we do right now. I just gotta say this probably smells, oh, yes, it's so good. Yeah, I've already hit my limits for the month. I'm not sure what it takes, if that makes a difference. Well, I thought it wouldn't because you're a paying user, right? They would give you some credits. I would just, you know what? Send them an email. They are so responsive over email. And if you don't hear back, send me a message. I'll reach out to somebody there. I'll say, dude, one of my members hit me up and y'all need to like figure this stuff out. Y'all can't be playing around with this. It's already fun. Wow, Coke, what? Hey Ray, do you follow James Hoffman's coffee? Yes, dude, that's where I learned this method. So the amount of beans that I use is that 16.6666 to 1. So that's the ratio I use. So I pour out 700 milliliters into my cup and I just divide it by 16, right? So that's how much coffee I use, 42 grams of coffee. And then in his method, he also says that like you double the bloom. So 42 times 2, 84. So the first pour is 84 grams total. And then the number of water. And then I think I pour like 70% or something like that. So 420 grams for my first pour, which is almost like 60 or 70%, I forget what it is. And then I pour the rest as a second pour. Solid every time. Yeah, once it tastes good, you just keep with that. I'm waking up with my diet due. Yo, man, that's what's up. Some shrooms in that coffee? No, just straight up black, but it's not black like most people think. I used to think black coffee was horrible, and I think it is because most people taste bitter coffee, but the lighter roast coffee, game changer, super game changer. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this is chill. It's just my Chico is 30% of coffee, 38 sugars. Myth Brian, I used to do that too because like the coffee was so like, how do you say this? Yeah, like coffee was so darkly roasted and inconsistently roasted at different places. And then it wasn't until like I started getting into like brewing my coffee. And then I tried some coffee where I worked at this fruit company in Silicon Valley. They this person, there's a lot of people in the coffee there too. So they had these people, everyone has their brewing machines and everything. But when I started trying some just straight up, I was like, this is black coffee, bro. It could taste better than all this stuff with milk in it. And I get 0 calories and 0 sugars. I'm like, sign me up. So yeah, that's kind of, it's kind of funny because it's something nice to just drink it straight up and actually appreciate the taste without the bitterness. So when it does taste bitter, I'm like, something's wrong with my brewing process that I need to fix. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yo, Joe, what's going on, man? Good morning. So far from my testing, just overall use, GPT-5 is insane. I made a new $20 account and got my usage back. I'm kind of in the same camp right now. I think a lot of people that I've seen on YouTube are not doing more diligence in prompting. Like, I feel like my audience, y'all are kind of more up on it because you see me use the model a lot, and that you guys are much smarter than probably most people on the YouTube channels, even me. But like, I would just encourage you to keep prompting and keep playing, because the actual strength of GPT-5 is not one prompt to one output. It is a series of prompts and outputs and reasoning that follows. So you have to become a better like wordsmith and get some clarity. And I'm really bad at words and things. So my goal is, like, I'm going to do some streams tomorrow as well, where we're going to pop open Opus. I'm going to brain dump ideas. Remember how I've done that before? I just like brain dump a whole project plan. And a lot of times I'm not really clear on what I want to do, but I just know what my initial thing is. And because GPT-5 is so steerable, means that it can take directions, we should be able to get Opus to help us steer the model and give us chunks of directions that it can follow in a sequential manner. And so that's the type of prompting I'm going to do. I'm basically just going to say, hey, I want to create this app to manage the canoe club. And, you know, John is the admin. He's the one who's scheduling people in and out. But I also want other people to be able to vote to say that they're going to go in this boat or in that boat or something like that. That way, you know, this eliminates John having to email and go round trip with everyone. Everyone can just see in real time, like a status board type of thing. And so, like, that's going to be my initial prompt. And then I hand that over to Opus, and I'm going to just tell Opus saying, hey, I want you to help me write this in a very clear way so that, like, I have a really strong model that can follow instructions very well, but it needs very clear, detailed, sequential steps that it can follow and make sure that it's still staying on track for the specific thing. So please reorchestrate this prompt or this instructions so that that model can take those pieces and follow it sequentially. And basically that's exactly what I'm going to say to Opus, and then Opus will just start going like, yeah, I'm so happy about this. It will do that, make it much more clear. And because a language model is talking to another language model, and they probably have a similar training set, then from there, that's basically what I think is going to really bring out that sauce that GPT-5 has. Because GPT-5 is then going to go through with Cursor, right? Because Cursor is really good tool calling, to take that chunk and then start kind of iterating through it. And I think that'll be our like secret. But y'all can try it out right now. I just told you the sauce. So like, this is exactly what I'm going to do. And I just kind of thought about it because I was thinking about it as an engineer, just kind of think about what we should do. Let him cook, let him brew. Oh, this is so good right now. Working free for me as well. I'm just YOLOing GPT-5 every day. Yeah, while you have a chance to YOLO, I would highly encourage you to try different prompting skills, right? It's good that everyone's trying to try their existing workflow to see what happens, but right now, I would highly encourage everyone to try different prompting, right? Don't write off the model saying it's not good, I'm gonna go back to Claude Code. Spend more time with it, especially now that it's free, because you'll have this nice window to actually learn a little bit more about how the model's behaving. And the thing that we sort of all discovered is how good it is at following different stuff. Cold brew is jitter juice. Hey, light roast is also pretty strong too. So for those who don't know, the lighter the roast, the stronger the more caffeine it has. So the longer it spends roasting, you're actually taking out the caffeine because you're burning it away. Try cold brew. Yeah, cold brew is pretty light, subtle. Yeah. Been loving GPT-5. I always create a plan and have that plan executed. Yeah, I think more so now, like getting into like chunks that GPT-5 can like digest and work through, it's going to be an interesting use case for me. Do you think GPT-5 uses subagents like Claude? I don't know. I think no. I think it does its own, like the training, the way it was trained was to output, review, think, output, review, like in this like chained fashion, like a really long chat. And I don't think it kicks off agents behind the scene. I think it's more of a model architecture that it follows that way, or how it was trained in that sense. I make a dictation tool like Whisperflow, yep, but it's connected to an open source 20B locally. I have it reword my prompting to be clear and here, yeah. I think that's perfect idea. I like that a lot. I've been using Opus to build prompt GPT for GPT-5. You could automate this with NAN. Yeah, right now it's just being raw, you know, understanding how to talk to the model. Like I could be overcomplicating it too, right? Maybe GPT-5 is really good at doing that, or GPT-5 Pro, right? I don't know, I need to actually experiment. And this is the time to do it, right? And actually what's nice about it is these experiments aren't gonna cost you a lot of money. This is a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive. Yeah, we're just chilling. So good morning, folks. For those who are just tuning in, we're just having some coffee. We just brewed some stuff in a Chemex, and I forgot to clean my Chemex. I'm gonna do that right now, because if you ever just leave the Chemex like this, you're just gonna have all this gunk in there that you don't want. You gotta clean it out, my friends, every day. So what I do is just pour some hot water in there, just rinse it out. But what y'all cooking with right now? Are you guys having some coffee? What's your go-to? Do you think Google or XAI will set a new coding benchmark in 2025? You know what? The more I see benchmarks and the more I try the models and my like divergence between the two, the less I care about benchmarks. The benchmarks I care about are the ones who mimic more of my workflows as an engineer, right? Or writing or as a content creator. So I might make my own, but basically a lot of benchmarks are like, I give you one input and give me one output. So it's like basically parroting. And that's not how we prompt today. You know what I mean? There's tool calling involved, there's multiple steps, there's stuff that gets handed off. And those things aren't really, like people get so proud of the benchmark they make. And then they use it as a standard because it's a really great marketing tool. And that's basically what it's turned into. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like benchmarks and IQ tests are kind of the same thing. Have you tried GPT-5 Pro yet? Not extensively, no. I want to try it though. And I want to try it with REPL prompt because I think REPL prompt will help us really cook with O5 Pro, and I want to test the ability to like meta prompts and follow the meta prompts in using REPL prompts plus GPT-5 Pro, because I think that will absolutely crush and like cook and stuff. Y'all, let's see what's going on. Yeah, man, this chat was fun. Like, this is really fun. I like this type of stuff. Do y'all like this? Just kind of chilling right now? To me, this is much more human, and I want to see more human experiences online, you know? If I'm just chilling, I want to hang out, and sometimes I don't necessarily need to, I don't know. I feel like we're in the end of the Zoom era of like I want to try to figure out how I can make my streams more like less like I'm in front of it in a studio type of thing, but more just like, yeah, like I could probably just code like this and just have my screen up and then you'll see me on the side, right? Because like, check this out. I'll pull up cursor right now. Curse, let's pull up the curse. Oof, okay. What was I doing? Oh, I'm rewriting a waitlist. That's what I'm doing. So check this out. Let's see if I can do this. See, I don't have my commands, but we'll figure this out, right? So let's do it live, friends. Let's do it live. Oh, what scene should I set up? Is it full screen? Is it one cam left? I don't remember my scenes. I have these scenes programmed typically, like a podcast with 2 people, and then like one cam to the left. So is it full screen this one? Yeah, oh cool. And then I could select this camera. So I could say I want Osmo Pocket. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do now. Family, please bear with me as I get this thing figured out. So Osmo Pocket preset 1. Ooh, okay, so here we are, right? So like this is typically my live stream setup. And yeah, I just need to figure this out for the stream so that we can kind of like do this tab by dynamic thing. And Yeah, it just means I have to just prepare ahead of time, and that way we can just really cook. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ray, did you try coding on your fridge screen? I don't have a fridge, but that'd be really fire though. Do you think GPT-5 choosing the model uses in the back end rather than choosing the exact model so OpenAI can choose less expensive? You know, I really, like, to me, as a product company, I feel like expense isn't, like, they have billions of dollars, like crazy amounts of money, right? They're not at this point optimizing for cost, they're optimizing for experience. And the fact that Sam is so reactive, like the next day, less than 24 hours, saying we're trying to fix all these things based off all the feedback, I literally think that they're just trying to ship as fast as possible, break things, because that's their motto, and then keep fixing it as they go. So I think they're optimizing more for the best user experience, less on the cost side. Because if they wanted to go crazy with the cost, they could have, right? GPT-5 could have been Opus level or more. And they did that with GPT 4.5 because it was a really expensive model, right? That was their test. They're like, how many people would really buy it? If we priced it so high, it would just be outrageous, right? Like GPT 4.5 API costs were just, no one used it. They're just like, nah, that's too much, right? But they didn't know until they tested the limit. They tested the $200 a month pro plans. People are eating it up, right? Cursor, everyone's coming in with that level, right? Now that they kind of brought it down, I feel like they're still optimizing for experience. Now they just need data. They just need people to use it. And I think they're just experience optimizing, and there's just too many variables to tweak. And the only way you can understand things is if you get massive amounts of data of people using it. Like in 24 hours, they've learned so much. And, you know, now they can actually tweak and make things a lot better. That's the unfortunate thing, because you can't test for these scenarios. You literally need like millions of people using your product to get a better sense of where the distribution is. So like it's a mathematical thing, literally. It's kind of weird to say. So yeah, as a consumer, it may feel this way, but you know what I mean? I'm just speaking about it as like an engineer who's worked on products, who's reached like billions of people. This is just my observations. This is my opinion. I don't get paid by any of these people. Like, this is you and me just sitting down having some coffee, bullshitting basically. Let's see. GPT agent's getting much better and doing the job search on LinkedIn. Oh, okay. Great to hear. How did you make the camera follow you like that? Oh, I have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And so it really is kind of really cool how it can follow me. I would like to see your local transcript solution. Do you have it at GitHub? I do have one. Yeah, I have one that's called MLX Video Transcriber. I know, it's a long name. So if you just Ray Fernando 1337, just type that into GitHub, you'll see it's actually pinned at the top. And it actually was featured by Cocktail Peanut. So you can one-click install it on a PC, on a Mac, with using the Pinocchio thing that he has set up. And which allows you to like easily install all these AI apps and stuff. So definitely check that out. Yeah, you're literally about to start cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, bro, that's what we do. From the AI kitchen to a real kitchen, time to upgrade, copy, paste, taste. Bro, have you tried to use GPT-5 Mini? No. Ooh, yeah, that could be interesting. Breaking things fast, also my motto. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a hackathon trying to use GPT-5 24/7 in Cursor this week. Yeah, you should understand how like it works and how it doesn't work. Hey, just joining. Super disappointed by GPT-5, to be honest. How about everyone else? I think we're seeing different things, Farok, and we're just trying to try different prompting methodologies. And one of the things that I'm impressed about is the steerability of the model. So how can I make my prompts more clear for that, and how we can do that? Bro, that's what's up. Wait, they're running out of human synthesized data. How many dollars is that? Free now in Cursor. Okay, this is an awesome stream. I feel like I'm co-working with you guys. Yeah, I mean, that's the vibe right now. I feel we need to have that community. And I want to do more of this type of stuff, because I feel like, yeah, we do need to hang out. On my Discord, there's also like a live stream hangout chat. And you know what's really funny? I went live. I forgot to alert my Discord that I'm live. So those people are going to watch the video on demand, but we're just kind of hanging. But yeah, if you want to join, I'm literally going to double the price like this weekend. So just hit that join button right now on the YouTube, and then you'll be able to kind of get in on that. And there's a post there that'll have my email. And the community is kind of blown up fast. So I want to just keep the high quality people in there. And if you've been able to discover me this far, this is probably your chance to kind of get in before, like everything goes up. So I want to curate it this way because you get really great people, especially early on, who really kind of believe in like building together. And together we're trying to like really break through the hype, right? To prompt these models, you need people with all these different experiences. And there's no way a single person like me will have that time to do that anyways, right? So by us kind of sharing back and forth what we're learning, or I'm telling you what I'm thinking, you can kind of run with that on your own and share back with the community, super duper valuable. So that's kind of what I encourage, you know what I mean? Just be engineers, basically. Yo, Faux Reaper, thank you so much for becoming a member. You are a real MVP right now. Yo, Beyond just became a member as well. Thank you so much for becoming members. Yeah, hit that post. There's going to be a post on my members only thing. Send me that information. I'll get you on the Discord right before I stream, because I'm supposed to stream around like 9 o'clock today with our team. So we're just going to do like a Next.js, try to build an app using some AI stuff. So this will be really cool. Yeah. I love the stream format. I'm also vibe coding in Cursor with GPT-5 right now and drinking coffee with the stream in the background. And that's cool, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Right now I'm using Grok 4 and Intel initial data, GPT-5 and expand that. I haven't considered Opus to code it though. Yeah, play around. I would highly encourage you to play around. Like try the different meta prompting. So yeah, repo prompt, for those who are just joining in. One of the things I'm doing is going to see if I can pull up repo prompt and help me set up a prompt for, I want to see if I can actually communicate with GPT-5 in a really clear, steerable way. So I want to maybe learn a little bit more about that and what that means. Give those instructions to Opus. Opus is really good at writing, and you can have really good and really bad ideas. And so that's why I want to see if I can try to pull some of that stuff out from the model and really kind of get some of that thinking on paper, and not just because it will just it would really just say what I do. So like the perfect example in why in what steerability is, I was on a podcast with Matt Berman and Matt Wolf yesterday, and we talked a little bit about steerability. And the way I described it was, imagine getting an Uber and you're going to SFO, or like going to the airport, right? And on the way to the airport, you say, hey, can you just stop at McDonald's really quick? I just want to pick up a quick bite to eat. I need to get a burger before I get on the flight. And so your Uber driver is like, cool. And then like you pull up and you're like, wait, this is a salad place. I wanted to get a burger. And it's like, no, I understood that you wanted to eat, and eating a burger right now is probably not healthy. You should be eating salads. And you're like, bro, I told you I wanted a burger. Like, what about that isn't, so that's steerability. So Opus 4.1 sometimes can feel like that. It's going to take you to the salad place. It's like, I know you're hungry, you should be eating this type of thing. Like it's gonna, and where GPT-5 is like, we pull up, we're pulling up basically to over in, what do you call it? The burger place and stuff like that. Hey, how's it going? Oh, you want some coffee? I got some coffee for you. Yeah. Okay. I'll wrap up the stream right now. I gotta go. This is my friend Chuck. He's kind of hanging out. And yeah, he's gonna use the kitchen and make a bunch of noise and things. So we're gonna head on out. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Make sure you join on the subscription, and we'll talk more about steerability soon. All right, y'all. Peace. In and out, bro. Yes. In and out.